Hey YouTube. I've already been asked by a couple people to do a show on how I mounted my GoPro camera to my mask, because a lot of people have questions about that. So that's what I'm going to do now. As you can see, these are JT Flexes, and what I did was I mounted the slide bracket. It's not one of the ones that actually screws in. It's the one that slides off, so you can quickly detach it, as you can see. And your GoPro comes with a couple different setups. It comes with one that you strap basically straight to your head, that's what most people use. The problem with that is it's sticking up kind of high, and also it's right behind where your hopper would be, providing that you're shooting your gun the right way. So that's why I wanted to come up with some other kind of different method. So this one right here, there's two different kinds of slide ones. One is flat and the other one is slightly curved. This is the one that's slightly curved, that way it fits the mask a little bit better, as you can see here. The only problems I had with it was flexing a little bit too much, because if you know anything about flexes, the bottoms just basically bolt, not really bolt, but just kind of have like these little plastic pieces that go straight into the frames. They have like these little porting holes in them on the bottom part too, and right where they went in, they were flexing. Like you see on this side, I don't have any glue in there, and they kind of flex. So whenever you're bouncing up and down, the weight of the camera would pull it down and create way too much bounce. So over here, we have some Gorilla Glue in it. That way, it doesn't flex at all. So it creates a little bit better footage. Also, there's a little bit of problems with the weight of the camera, which is not much, but it's there. You can definitely tell. Pulling the mask down whenever you're wearing it. So I put a second strap on it, and this also helps me out a little more, because my main mask, which is the slime mask, already has two straps, so I'm used to that a little bit more. I guess it just feels better to me. So that's how I mounted them, and as you can see here, we'll put it back on and do it two hands. There you go, that's all it takes. I have the camera mounted ever so slightly down. It's pretty much almost level, but the main thing is it's angled in. Otherwise, if it was angled just straight out, you wouldn't be able to see hardly anything that's going on. The GoPro has a very wide angle, as you can see. I'm using the GoPro to film this, and you can see pretty much my entire room here. But you could barely see the gun. You could only see about the rag area and just the barrel. So I have it tilted in that way. You can see what my hands are doing the whole time, and you see the entire gun, whether it's right or left-handed. And at first, I thought that, this would be okay shooting right-handed, because I'm right-hand dominant. But when shooting left-handed, I'm going to get the gun in the way of this thing. But really, I'm also right-eye dominant, which most people that are right-hand/right side dominant, they have a right foot dominant, whatever, they also use the right eye to aim. So whenever I'm aiming on this side, I'm using my right eye to look down the left side of the barrel. Whenever I'm aiming on my left side, I tilt the gun just a little bit more and still use my right eye to aim down the right side of the barrel now. So I tilt the gun in, that way it's just out of the camera. So I'll go ahead and put the camera in. And you see I have the skeleton door. It's got holes in it, that way it allows for a little more audio to come through. The only downside is it's a little more vulnerable. It's not as protective, but I don't plan on getting shot in the back. Plus, I'm not going to be dropping it in any water, so that's why I decided to go with that. So here, let's put the GoPro in. Alright, so there you go. Let me put this mask on real quick. There, so you see, if I'm shooting my gun right here, you can still see my hands, you can see my backhand and everything, all good to go. You also see it over here if I'm shooting left-handed. Let me go ahead and grab a gun for you guys. So you can see right here, you can see just fine. And also over here, you can see just fine, the gun's not in the way. So there you go, that's how I did my GoPro. You see me in the mirror. Pull this down. So anyway, that's how I mounted my GoPro. So we'll have more videos of this coming up really soon. We'll start taking this to the field every single weekend. So stay tuned. Thank you.